everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good and great. So some of you were asking me about how do I write my notes and what do I refer and all that, so I thought to make a video on this. So yeah, first let's talk about notes. And I usually prefer spiral notes because it's more comfortable and easy to write your notes. I use these notebooks to write my long notes, which I do simultaneously while watching the lectures. I write down brief explanation of every single topics as my teacher explains, so that if I have any doubts in future about the concepts, I could refer these notes. Next is about short notes and mind maps I make. I usually use A4 sheets and grid papers for this. Many of you ask me that where did I get this grid papers from. I got this from Amazon and this is very useful. I'll give the link below. Now talking about the long notes of biology, I use the pen Pentel 0.7. It has a thick nib and it is very smooth. I love these pens. For the biology long notes, I usually write the title in a very simple font. And mainly about the diagrams in biology, I usually draw it in a A4 paper first and then cut and paste it in my notebook. I often change the color and theme of my notes in each chapter. I use these pastel sticky notes to write down the extra points, and these pastel highlighters to highlight the important points. So I write the whole note using a blue gel pen and a black pen for the subheading and for the diagrams, and highlight the main points using the highlighters. So now let's talk about physics. So I usually write only short notes for physics. I don't go for long notes because my DPP is enough for physics. I have written the title in a bold font and also divided the paper into 3 divisions. I have used 2 different highlighters here, one for highlighting the important theory part, another for highlighting the equations. And I have made a small conclusion flowchart here at the end of the chapter, which is very useful during quick recaps. And here in some chapters, instead of using highlighters, I have used a red pen to make a box around the important equations. This is simple and also effective. Now we are done with the physics, so now let's talk about the organic chemistry. I won't be talking about the physical chemistry because it is similar to my physics notes. And here talking about the title, I usually write it using my brush pen. I use brush pen of Camelin. This is very smooth and you can write beautiful headings using this. Here I have used 2 highlighters, the lighter blue one for highlighting the subheading and the darker one for highlighting the important points. I have used these highlighters here, and this is actually a set of 12 colors. It has 2 sides. One side has this thick nib like normal highlighters, and the other side look like this. I love these highlighters. These are very useful in making pretty notes. I'll give the link below. And I used this multicolor pen for the arrows and markings, and same like that for the next chapter also. I have used 2 different highlighters, the lighter one for the subheadings and the darker one for the important points, and also I have used a brown color pen for the arrows and stuffs. And that's it for the chemistry. Now let's talk about the short notes and mind maps. I write down my mind maps by referring my short notes and also the one which I think that I would forget. All those points are written down here. As usual, I write down the main heading using the brush pen, and for the subheading I use this thinner part of the highlighter and give an outline using a black pen. and I give these arrows using the same thinner part of the highlighter. Writing a whole chapter in one single page is very useful. When you run out of time just before your test, you can grab one of these for quick revisions. Now let's talk about the short notes. Talking about the title ideas, first one is simply using the brush pen. For the second title idea, take a highlighter and write the title in bold and capital letters, and then on top of it curve the letter by using a black pen. And for the third idea, take a highlighter and write the title in capital letters, and then take a black sketch pen and give it an outline. You can also refer Pinterest for more title ideas. And for the main part, I usually take maximum only 2 pages for the whole chapter. The stationaries I have used here are a purple highlighter for highlighting the most important points, and a purple pen for the diagrams and for the arrows and stuffs. I use this Flair's correction tape as I am a person who makes a lots of mistake. A correction tape for me is really must, and I would really suggest this one. Now I'll be showing my chemistry short notes. I only write the important equation and the most important theories rather than writing the whole sentence and making it lengthy. I use bullet points, arrows, flowcharts and stuffs. Here in this chapter I have used orange color pen for the subheading, and rest all I have done with the black gel pen. As I said before, I change the color and theme of each chapter so that I don't get bored of taking notes. And these are the other few notes I have written. So that's all for my note takings. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. I hope you all liked it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next vlog. Bye bye.